Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello everybody. It's Tuesday. The weather here now is like, okay, it's not raining as much, but it's hot. And it did rain this morning for maybe 15 minutes and then it stops. And then it's cloudy, so you don't really know. Say you go out for a run or walk or something, if you're going to get rained on. But anyway, at least it's not raining every day. It was raining almost every single day. So yesterday we talked about food and herbs that can help lower your cholesterol and help you to reduce arterial plaque. Today we're going to talk about, it's going to be a little bit mixed. We're going to talk about high blood pressure, things we can do to lower that, and I want to talk about one more thing that I didn't mention yesterday about arterial plaque. When you just watch the video from yesterday, it's foods and herbs that help lower cholesterol, something like that. It's yesterday's video. So let's just start with, there's one more thing I forgot to talk about yesterday for arterial plaque. This is one thing I learned from one of the teachers at the School of Natural Healing. I think he's still working too, but he had a guy. It was actually his father-in-law who was lived in the South like I do. And you know, his diet was terrible. It was full of fatty meat and fatty dairy products, all these things that lead to plaque in the arteries and fat on your body and high cholesterol. This doctor told me he knew that this guy wasn't going to change his diet. You know, he'll never change his diet. So this man had a 90% blockage. I think it's one of the hearts, or one of the arteries in his heart, 90% blocked. So he said, okay, so I know you're not going to change your diet, so we're going to try this. I want you to drink 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and distilled water 3 times a day. And so this man did this for 3 months. He did this for 3 months. And he went to get another heart scan, and he said that the artery was completely, the blockage was completely gone. Went from 90% to 0%. The apple cider vinegar, the acetic acid, actually helps to eat away the plaque. And the distilled water, it has to be a distilled water. If you don't have a distiller, you can buy distilled water at Walmart or your grocery store in a plastic jug. And the distilled water has a special property where it actually absorbs and takes away minerals that are harmful to the body. So it actually, there's people that tell you it gets rid of your good minerals. It's not true. It gets rid of your inorganic minerals, all the things that you don't need in here, and it takes it out of the body. So this man was able to go from 90% blockage to 0% by using the apple cider vinegar. But if you refer to yesterday's video, I will tell you that if you are that severely ill, it is really, really, really important that you go to the S-Sustain diet, the Medulla diet, diets like that. So let's go to blood pressure now. Blood pressure. Of course, the same diet's going to help here as well, because sometimes when your blood pressure is high, it's because you do have a blockage somewhere. And so the body has to increase the pressure to be able to still get the blood where it needs to go, like your brain and your kidneys and your liver and your heart. So you may have one. You may have one. But the S-Sustain diet can help your body start to correct this blockage. It's also going to lower your cholesterol. A high fiber, low fat, plant-based diet is going to drastically lower your cholesterol, which is going to help your arteries become bigger inside because it helps get rid of some of the plaque. Also, this low fat diet is going to thin your blood. A thinner blood it goes through your arteries easier, which takes less pressure. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is you have to make sure, and I have a problem here too, you're drinking enough water every single day. Okay, a good place to start is take half your body weight ounces and drink that every day. So drink enough water. Okay. If you're even mildly dehydrated, it can raise your blood pressure. So next thing, Exercise. Cardiovascular exercise, moderate cardiovascular exercise, we're talking about brisk walking, some cycling, some elliptical, maybe swimming, stair stepper, something that gets your heart rate up to, it's like they call it zone 2 cardio, gets your heart rate up to 120, 130, somewhere in there, 135. You do this 5 or 6 times a week for 30 minutes to 60 minutes, and you're just sweating, but you feel good. You can still talk. You do this on a consistent basis. This will do wonders for your cardiovascular system. It will lower your blood pressure. You will start to lose body fat. It will help lower your cholesterol. The next thing is strength training. Strength training is amazing for the body. It also will help lower your blood pressure and strengthen your heart. Combining strength training and cardiovascular training, not combining in the same workout, I always recommend do your cardiovascular work on its own, like go for a bicycle ride, something, whatever. Do your strength training on its own too. It works best this way. There are two different modalities of exercise. Cardio is to keep your, get your heart stronger and to make your cardio system work more efficiently. You'll get in better shape as time goes. Strength training's purpose is to build stronger muscles and stronger tendons. That's the only purpose of strength training. Okay? Do them separately. Yeah, you could do your strength training, do it first, and then you could go do your cardio. Sometimes I'll go do some squats, and then I'll go ride my bicycle. But if you had the time, you could separate, if do your weights in the morning or your cardio in the morning, and then in the evening do your strength training or your cardio, whichever you did first, okay? Of course, we talked about weight loss. High blood pressure is very sensitive to weight loss, meaning that when you start to lose weight, your blood pressure will almost always come down. I've seen charts say that for every 2 pounds you lose, your blood pressure can come down 1 point. So if you lose 50 pounds, you can lower your blood pressure up to 25 points just from losing 50 pounds. You also need to watch your sodium intake. A lot of people are sensitive to sodium. High salt diets make people's blood pressure go up. When you lower your sodium to about 1,500 a day, it can help your blood pressure come down. Also, you need to watch out for MSG, monosodium glutamate, in your foods. It's a taste enhancer. It makes you want to keep eating. This can make people's blood pressure go up. I've heard people go to certain Chinese buffets that have a lot of MSG in the food, and their blood pressure spikes. And it's because of this chemical. Sleep. We got to sleep. Sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. If you don't get enough sleep, this will raise your blood pressure and your blood sugar. Okay, let's go to a few herbs and supplements I've seen work over the years. Now, these are the best of the best. I've had clients where they come in with a blood pressure is too high. They want to get it down without taking drugs. So I have recommended, this is like a stack, okay? You take Dr. Christopher's Hawthorn Berry Syrup, Dr. Christopher's Blood Circulation Formula. I tell them to take magnesium taurate, and I tell them to take a beetroot supplement. You stack the 4, and it works wonders. I had a guy that his blood pressure was up, and his feet were turning blue because of poor circulation. He's a heavy smoker. His feet were turning blue. And the only thing he changed was he started taking these 4 supplements. His blood pressure came down. I can't remember exactly how much, but his feet, the color in his feet came back. They turned from blue back to pink. And all these lifestyle changes really, really help. And then let's go to stress, I don't know. We live in a stressful world. What can you do? What can you say? You just have to learn how, it's learn how to deep breathe, learn how to meditate, and learn how to let go. And that's easier said than done. But you want to look at your stress, and look, a good place to start is every day, try to find at least once or twice a day, Get away for 10 minutes, find a comfortable place to sit, and just do your deep breathing. It's just in, fill up your chest, and out. Do that for 10 minutes at least once a day, preferably twice a day. Can start to lower your stress levels, lower your cortisol, and lower your blood pressure. So if you like the video, guys, please like and share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my page, danthenaturalman.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.